I'd like to do now is look back up here to the Planning Commission and see if everybody is good, or if anybody, or the majority of you, need to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, to look through the additional paperwork that we got and to feel like you're okay before we move forward, or if you are ready to just jump right into discussion and potential motion. I don't see anybody saying we need to take a break, so we're going to keep going. Before we keep going and get into discussion, number one, thank you to the applicant. It's been a long day. Doubly, just as important, thank you to the people from the public who are getting. This is by far the longest meeting I would have known. 12 hours right now, so far, yeah. So, thank you for your patience. And it does mean a lot. And believe me, the county commissioners, a 12-hour meeting, they read the minutes and they listen to the recordings, and they take this very seriously. So I know I mentioned at the beginning, but thank you to the public who's here. Thank you to the applicants. These are not easy cases, as it's already been mentioned before. So it's up to us to see if we think that we can fit the code. If some of these things can be mitigated, there are concerns. And as I've mentioned a couple times before, the burden of proof is on the applicant here. So it's up to them to prove that they fit into those 7 areas of the code that we've been referencing all night long. So with that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody. Now just open it up for discussion. I'm sure there's got to be at least a little bit of discussion here with some of the wants to say. So. Is there any discussion from the board? Go ahead, Commissioner Johnson.
This is the last, we've known about this now for 3 weeks to a month. It's been one of these things that I've struggled with from the time that it was first brought up, reading newspaper articles, reading the data that we got last week come through here. It's been a struggle to try to listen to this. And I really appreciate it. This is probably the most professional approach that I've heard from people who are requesting denial that I think I've heard both when I was here and on the Oil and Gas Commission, and I think that that really needs to be recognized and appreciate the quality of the people and the detail and the professionalism that was presented to us. It was very impressive to me. It makes the task even that much more difficult. I've looked at this. I've been in Weld County all my life. I worked throughout the area doing real estate, commercial agriculture, and for what you need, I was on for a while on the overall development standards of what was going on and trying to do the Northern Front Range several years ago, and the growth pattern that goes. I understand when you're looking at aggregates and that whole type of construction activity, where they're at is the epicenter of what's going to take place in the growth in everything north of Denver, whenever you start going up in that area. So that's in front of us. They were looking at a 50-year down the road of more than doubling the population in our area up here. So it's one of those things that where do you go? If you go to 392, you've got a bigger problem than you have here. If you go further south and come out on 60 through Johnston, you got a bigger problem than what you have here. If you move over on Highway 85, then you're going to go through all the development that's going to go up and down I-25. You're going to increase the impact to those particular areas. So I've struggled with this as to where it needs to go. It doesn't make sense to put it out at Kersey, for example, just because it's further away, or a Gill, further away from people, and then you put road impacts. And we've been trying to get these water sites and pipelines and so forth established here to get rid of trucks on the road. So if we move it some of these other places, we kind of talked out the other side of our mouth to complicate a problem with trucks. Rails, we don't have water, so we can't use water as a way of conveying weight. But other than that, rails is the next activity. So it's one of those things that comes down to this particular site, and I believe that back to the neighborhood and the professionalism of those people and the staff working with the applicant, and the applicant been willing to address the mitigation activity to bring it to a safe environment. And I guess from my background and working with the staff here and also with other companies through oil and gas activity, I have to say that I believe that the integrity will be at a level that the people should have the concerns that they have in the operation of the company. As a result, I'm in favor of the activity.
Anybody else? Commissioner Scott, you want to go?
Sure. Well, there's no doubt that this is a really, really professionalism again, on both sides. Your presentations were outstanding, both of you. The quality of the presentations is probably some of the best we've seen. When I think of both sides, I think there are a lot of unknowns. Mark Marietta does not know for sure. Fukushima coming out into the atmosphere. The people who live in the community, they don't know how much is going to be there either. So the unknowns are really a very good thing. So I get a little bit concerned when I hear a lot of terms that say generally and typically, because we don't know. And so I want to keep those things in mind as we go forward.
I agree with both commissioners. Everybody today is acting very civilly and making it respond very well, stating the case very well. I just have a couple comments. One of the issues was removing farm ground from Weld County. Agree with that 100%. Love the whole farm culture, but as was pointed out, as long as you live in, will one day buy a farm. And we're faced with that all over and over again. I believe in property rights. If we're going to tell somebody we can't get the highest price for it because we want it to remain farm ground, that's a problem. We're removing somebody else. As far as traffic, if all this has to be trucked in, we still have traffic problems. Not maybe as much as the intersection, but through the whole area, we have as many trucks moving to do this building and bring in the traffic. I think everybody in this panel agree this is very difficult for us to do. I'm eager to listen to what other commissioners have to say.
Commissioner Hansford, would you like to see?
There's too many variables in the answer.
Commissioner Barron?
After listening to the arguments, well, I don't think I'm radically different from either side here. I don't know, I still have a little bit of issue in my mind about just the overall traffic safety. I think that was a pretty good job of addressing a lot of concerns and some mitigating factors into the application. However, I think when I boil it down to as simple things as I can, one thing that sticks out to me is it's still genuinely compatible with uses. And I'm just leaning slightly against that. My fellow commissioners would feel to me otherwise, I think they're right.
Commissioner Miller?
I would have to concur actually with Commissioner Berry and Commissioner Hansford. I think it's a very intense use with site and difficult to do with compatibility, specifically
I'd say something, discussion's not done, but, and we can have some more discussion here. You know, again, looking at the criteria that's in front of us in our duties, you know, there are a couple that still have questions with, to be honest. I think when we're talking about compatibility, we have two things in front of us, number 3 and number 4, and honestly, they're very different. And it's hard to answer one of them. We're talking about existing. If you have an answer for, is it compatible with the existing surrounding land uses? But when the next one turns around and says, will be compatible with future development, that leads us to a little bit of speculation of what that might look like, trends, and everything as far as growth of the area. And I think, as everybody has said, growth in the area is not maybe good, it is happening as we speak right now. So when you look at those two, I'm a little conflicted. Honestly, the other ones, number one, I again, like what Commissioner Smock and other commissioners have said, I think the applicant, let me back up, I think the public and your testimony has been very well done today. You all looked at it from these criteria, you did the evaluation based on the information that was submitted. And those of you that got up and spoke and went on record have very compelling arguments to your case. I do think that the applicant has done a good job as far as stating why this could be located in the agricultural zone district. And again, I think that's one of the beauties of Weld County and the way the code is set up is it does protect private property rights. And on the 10 acres that I own, if I wanted to sell that to an oil support service company, they could try and go through this process and get an oil support service company located there. That's the beauty of it, is that we can look at each one of these individually. And quite honestly, when I talk about Greeley or Johnstown or Windsor, we don't have IGAs with any of those entities, do we? You see a head shake, no? So IGAs are intergovernmental agreements. The county doesn't have IGAs with any one of those entities. And so working together is obviously the key. And the county, from my standpoint, me personally, wants to do that. But there are no agreements with the county that says the county will or won't allow this type of development in this area of the county. When I look at adequate provision for the protection of the health, safety, and welfare of the inhabitants in the neighborhood of the county, that's when you start looking at the reports that were given and what the EPA says. And when the reports that we were given are below or stricter than EPA standards, I have a hard time saying that this is not going to be beneficial, or I'm sorry, it's not going to protect the health and safety of the community. I think when a company comes in like to the size of Martin Marietta and they're going to present something like this to the county, they don't just say, hey, we think we've got 2 of these in the bag and let's just hope the other 5 fall into place. They've done their homework, they know how this fits into the code, they know all the definitions and how it can work. That being said, and it's up to this board here to determine on if it is compatible, if it's too intense to use, as I've heard what the commissioners say, and that's where it gets to be up here to our decision. So I don't think I've made any more than 4 or against quite necessarily, except to maybe clarify a little bit of the things that I'm looking at here, but I do think that the applicant has done very good with a majority of these. I think it does come down to uses and compatibility with the surrounding landowners as we sit right now. Anything else? Any other discussion? Commissioner Farrell?
Let's discuss the traffic. If this is set up to service an area with a 20-mile radius, would the traffic be that much less if it had come in from another area to this area? Or would it be worse? Would more traffic occur if it wasn't here? I mean, what does everybody else think?
Well, you know,
Basis of my comment.
looking at the site itself, just the rail access and its proximity, there's absolutely no question in my mind that is an excellent site. It's a facility. If that's all they're looking at in terms of productivity and relation to the roadways, but when we look at the surrounding area, it's the community immediately adjacent causes concern for me. And in terms of people, of course, I'm a private property rights advocate. You should There was some, talk about soils in terms of, you know, how we would be able to, develop any other use there. And, some of the flow comments from, say, John Franklin and Johnson. And, you know, in terms of mixed use, and of course, I'm looking at that, thinking, well, on one hand, we have to look at it from a code perspective, and on the other hand, we have to look at it from a capability perspective. So I agree with this. I guess I haven't been, I don't feel that I've been convinced that this is, I guess you'll have to do it's, whatever.
Well, and as we've mentioned before, the burden of proof is on the applicant. And that's how the code works, that's how the process works. We have to be convinced, the county has to be convinced that all of these have been met. And so I would just throw that out there. If you don't feel like that is, then that's where you're coming from. If you do feel like they've been met, then I guess that would be an interesting discussion to come from, because the recommendation is one of mine.
Is that where we're all at, is command issue? Is that where we're at?
Well, I think the applicant made a valiant effort in terms of what the community, they try to mitigate some of those effects. There's no doubt that the applicant and some patients are concerns that their interpretation of the code. But it's
I will say that this is just a piece of it, but I think the applicant has done a very diligent effort to try their best to make this happen. I mean, we're talking about all the things that have been put into play here to try and make it a whole hearing. And, you know, I'm sure we've all seen this, but we maybe not talk to the other side after once it gets approved or anything like that, but I have. I've talked with ones that have been contentious, and then after it gets through the process and it's built, neighbors realize that it wasn't as bad as what they thought it was going to be. I've been on that end where I'm presenting something for approval over a decade ago, and was in a very similar situation such as this, and after the fact, there's no issue to it. So it's the perception of, again, it was mentioned before about not my backyard, I don't want it right here, it's too close. Going back to compatibility, I think it also goes to what the applicant is saying, and I think that when you're talking about a company like Northern Marietta, as big as they are, that might be a negative in some people's eyes, but in other people's eyes, it's probably a positive, because they will actually follow through and they can do the things that they've said. If they're talking about planting trees, they're gonna plant trees and they're gonna irrigate them, they're going to do the berm, they're going to do everything, it's not going to be a piecemeal venture, like maybe some other concerns might be from a small entity. I'm not answering your question here, because that being said, I'm not truly convinced yet either that this is not too intensive use, but I'm just saying I think they've done a great job of doing the best of trying to make it compatible with the area and with what could come up in the future for this area here, and we all know it's growing. And we heard, obviously, also, as far as intense use, we also heard from the traffic engineer about if you put a subdivision there with, I'm going to say 350 to 400 homes, that it would be about double the traffic that was there presented from this type of operation. So now you have more intense use because it's more homes, but it's more homes and it's not belly trucks. That's exactly right. I totally agree with you. So, okay. I'm sorry, Commissioner Bennett.
Say that I think it's a very strategic location. It makes sense from a state selection perspective. If I were to cite the place, I would probably be going along with some of the considered in that location. I also think it's a very valuable plan. However, I, as myself, it's the best idea to pop that activity right there, given what's out there today. I don't know, it's a very good area for me, so I
Commissioner Plum?
And I'm struggling also. And, just what you guys have said, if this, proposal does go forward, that would be one thing, and there still could be 300 or so houses built. So we could still end up with a lot of traffic. So there are a lot of things concerning here.
I'll echo that, just to continue the discussion here, because as you're sitting up here thinking, we tried to limit our comments for the most part today. If you come to any of our other meetings, a lot of times there's a lot more questions than what there are now. We knew this would be a long meeting, and it's still going obviously, but we knew it would be long, and so we tried to limit some of our questions and comments, but it goes to that unknown factor. Weld County there's a lot of things that can be done use by right. And since it's zoned ag right here, 131 acres, I believe is what this property size is when you're counting both of them. That to me tells me that there can be over 400 cows that are put there tomorrow, and there is no process for that whatsoever. Besides building permits for any type of dairy or anything like that might have to go up to house those cows. You could be living next to 450 cows tomorrow, or thousands of chickens or turkeys or something like that. That smells like Weld County. But that's part of the beauty of Weld County, in my opinion, is that when we have these areas that are like this is that special review process that allows us to look at other entities like this and see if they will fit. But I guess that's just maybe a quick comment to say almost anything that's used by right in the ag zone could show up there tomorrow, because that is the right of the people who own the property right now. And, there would be limits right here. So, Commissioner Johnson.
Whenever we're dealing a lot with intensity of the use, but you look within 4 miles of this site, and there's a whole bunch of activity that has taken agricultural land out of production. All of Centera was in agricultural production in the south. Indian Head, 25 years ago or 30 years, was taken out of production. We can just go on down the line. But someone said that across the line into Lambert County, you're going to have 300 or 400 homes. All of this stuff is coming out of agriculture. So it really doesn't matter whether it's residential, whether it's industrial, whether it's oil and gas. Oil and gas has a little bit of a right for ag, but on the other hand, it still has to go through us when they're doing something other than an agricultural type activity. As a result, I've been here all my life. I've been in agriculture all my life. We farm, we have this, and yet we talk about private property rights. I guess what I really dislike is a cobbled up outfit that's across the fence from me. This does not appear to be a cobbled up outfit that's going to be going in on this 130 acres. I might not like it, but I have a train that goes by my house a half a mile away, and I have my cornfield between there or my alfalfa field. And I tell you, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I hear it every single morning, and it seems to want to blow its whistle from Lucerne to Alt. And so I understand what that's like. We've had guests that come and they don't hear it, but I hear it. So anyway, I still think that, yes, we have this conversion from agriculture. That's inevitable. It's happened in the past, it's going to happen in the future, and whether it's a dairy facility or whether it's a feedlot or a swine operation or whether it's going to be this, it is going to be an impact to the neighborhood. This we have control. I think we've addressed the controls. What needs to be is protect health and safety and welfare of the people around here. So that's where I'm coming from as far as I think that we can meet the criteria of what it is. Yes, it's not ag, and it doesn't provide service ag directly. Does indirectly, because look at the concrete that went into Laprino here in town, or other types of activities that are going on. So.
Now, I understand with primary agriculture farming, of course, the county encourages development of but we have converted primary agriculture as more specifically, how do you feel this site is compatible with the adjacent property owners?
totally for the mitigation that was addressed throughout this whole process today, and what the company has been willing to do to mitigate, to make it compatible.
I mean, the way I look at it, is it 100% compatible? No. Does it cross the line into being incompatible? Not quite. And that's where I'm at. It doesn't quite cross right now. In my opinion, but it's so.
You guys found this one sent to this sounds good. You guys and ladies have been a part of this board for a while now. You know what the next step is. I mean, we're to the point to where discussion is available, and after a motion is made, there can obviously be discussion on the motion that's been made. At this point, though, if there's no other motion, then I would just ask that you at least begin trying to think of some direction one of you wants to move the motion forward.
Chairman Maxey will make a motion to forward USO 15-0027 to the Board of County Commissioners with recommendation of denial. I'd like to cite section 23-2-22083 and also cite items that are conditions. Do I have a second?
Motion on the table by Commissioner Jimmy, seconded by Commissioner Hansford to forward to the Board of County Commissioners, making a recommendation of denial in this case. Discussion on the motion. Okay, seeing Chris, would you please call the roll?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes, and comments. So just really my objectives. Code 23-22083 and there were reasons for
Yes. Yes.
I've had a lot of discussion. My vote will be no as well. I think that this could be mitigated to a point that it would be compatible. So my vote will be no. However, the motion as it was presented does pass. So the Planning Commission's recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners will be a recommendation of denial for this case. The Board of County Commissioners meeting again for the audience and for the applicant. That is coming up on August 12th, 2015 at 9:30 a.m. in this same room.
God.
Again, before everybody starts getting up and moving around and leaving, thank you so much for your time for tonight. It's been a long day for everybody. I appreciate the positive information we've received. I appreciate just the consideration for each other that you all have shown and for this board. And I would highly, highly encourage you. I know it's another day off for a lot of you, but I would highly encourage you that the Board of County Commissioners again has the final say in this. So if you want to be at that meeting is one that you need to show up to as well, and that goes obviously for the applicant and for the public. Good luck to the applicant at the Board of County Commissioners meeting. Same to the public here, and thank you again for your time. We really appreciate that. So we do have 2 items of business still on the agenda, so I would ask